So I thought that I would do this energy report for November. November 1st is coming up in just a few days, and everything else in my life in the past couple of weeks, I felt like I've just been cramming everything, just trying to cram everything into a few hours of daylight to get things done, and then just pass out at night and tired. So it's actually kind of nice, I'm not getting that income from the job while I'm waiting for systems to come back up. But instead, I'm looking at this as an opportunity to just catch up on other things, do other things in my actual life. One of the prayers that I keep praying every morning when I get started is to remember that in this time that I sit at my desk, I am serving a client and also my clients, but then also that I keep my own highest good in mind. And so this is an opportunity, I think, with the servers being, or the access to the servers being down. This is a good opportunity for me to do what's in my highest good. And as I was meditating to prepare again, rather than having to consult an oracle, it very, very clearly came to me, beautiful integration. And I was given to understand that this is beautiful integration of the mundane and the spiritual, because I use this very small space. It's maybe 5 feet by 8 feet, and I use this to do my meditations. When I do Reiki healings, it's often here. When I create these videos, obviously here. This is the desk space that I use to do my mundane work, my money making work, this is the space that I use to do my mundane work as well as my spiritual work. And a lot of people will say you need to have 2 areas. For some people, it is necessary. It used to be necessary for me, but out of necessity, this is my spot. This is the spot in the house that I can lock my kids out of and use for multiple purposes. The one spot in the whole house. And so this is it. That's where the phrase came, beautiful integration. This month, November, is going to be all about beautiful integration. We've been building skills and building skills and building skills over the past few months. We have been overcoming our fears, quite possibly. We've been doing a lot energetically in the past few months. And this is the beginning of, Samhain, Halloween, being the beginning of a new year, as far as in some spiritual traditions, it's actually the quiet time. It signals the beginning of the quiet time, the dark time, and a time of rejuvenation. So that's kind of what's going to happen this month. We've been busy. That's the strong sun heat energy of the summer melds into kind of slows down in the fall. And then after Samhain, then we have this quiet, peaceful time that's really good for reflection. We're not yet into the hustle and bustle of the holidays, though we're getting there soon. So these first few weeks of November are really a nice time to just reflect and really pull together those parts of ourselves that may have been scattered to the four winds, or that we may have felt were scattered to the four winds. Sometimes we neglect ourselves in the summer, or sometimes we do too much, and so we neglect that self-care. Self-care is always very important. That's an incredible lesson that you will hear me talk about a lot, and it's one of those very important lessons that I learned because of my eye condition, and that I always talk about in 2009, my year of shadow and light, starting that in 2009. Self-care is incredibly important. I used to be one of those people who would go to someone, drive to someone, run to someone, call them, answer a phone at any time, day or night, to help other people. And that's all well and good, except that I would often do it to my own detriment. That is a big, big lesson I've learned over the past 9 years or so. Self-care. You have to take care of yourself. So, beautiful integration. It's integration of all of these parts, these parts that we've left by the wayside. We have to pull them back to ourselves. Sometimes Sometimes we start to drag, we start to get sick. We have to remember to slow down. Beautiful integration. November. I'm kind of all over the place, and I kind of feel that that's what this is all about. Again, you're pulling all these different energies, that you've left behind or let some of them get too large. You've put too much emphasis on some aspect of your body. When your chakras are in alignment, they're all roughly the same energetic level. Sometimes chakras can be greatly reduced in their energy capacity, and so you're not operating well. Sometimes chakras can be way large. You can kind of think of it like a sun expanding. It gets too large and it starts to consume everything in sight. Same thing. Chakras can be really, really low in their energy or really, really loud open. You can also think of it as a speaker blaring. You want to get everything roughly about the same. So November, if we really use this, the energies of this month to our advantage, we're bringing all of those back into alignment in the best way we can, pulling them all together, centering ourselves, grounding ourselves, pulling ourselves together, and look at your life as a whole. Beautiful integration. Try not to think of your work as separate from your life, as separate from your kids, as separate from your romantic attachments. They're all part of you. They all form an integral part of you. Each of those forms an integral part of you. So in this month, really focus on integrating those parts and learning how they work together. It's really easy for some of us to let our children take over our lives. And it is important that we agreed to bring these lives into the world, and so we have to care for them. But remember self-care. We have to take care of ourselves before we can help others. Oxygen mask falls down out of a plane, you put it on yourself first, because you're going to do no one any good if you pass out. Same thing. Some of us put too much emphasis on work. We become workaholics. We think, well, this is how we pay the bills. This is how we take care of our children. This is how we blah, 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 whatever. It's too easy to let that take over. Pull it in. Beautiful integration. Always ask yourself, why am I doing this? What am I doing if I say this is for my children, is this really helping my children? If I say I'm doing this for myself, is it really helping me? Is it really? That's the way we really start to integrate in beautiful integration, is to look at everything we do and ask ourselves, why am I doing this? And if I'm doing this for X reason, is it actually fulfilling that purpose that I say I'm doing it for, or is it not? We go into the holidays a lot of times, and people overextend themselves because they run to this family event, or they run to that family event, or they feel like they have to put so much effort into Christmas or into throwing this fantastic party, whatever. Balance. Integrate all parts of yourself into a nice balanced whole as much as you can. This is our constant work in this life, to be who we really are, to be integrated within ourselves, and to be aligned with our highest selves. They're giving me nothing else. So now let's turn to the Archangel Raphael healing oracle cards to see what that big insight is that will really, really, really help us beautifully integrate all aspects of ourselves and our lives this month. So the Archangel Raphael healing oracle card that came up is Forgiveness Heals. I've worked with some clients over the past couple of months who have had great results clearing their energy by forgiving. Forgiving is always a great energy cleaner. As it says, forgiveness heals. That is absolutely true, 100%. We're not always ready to forgive. This comes up, this card, what was really being shown to me is families at Thanksgiving dinner. I know, again, for a lot of people, the holidays are wonderful, and a lot of people, they're very stressful for many reasons, and one of those reasons is getting together with family. I'm lucky enough, this is never a problem, but I know that for a lot of people, it's a problem, and sometimes that's because there are grudges, there are issues, wrongs that we feel have been done to us, wrongs that we have done to others. And the key here is forgiveness heals. Also, forgiveness of ourselves. Sometimes we think we've really done something stupid, or that we've messed something up completely, and we just can't let it go. And we hold it against ourselves. Sometimes we're harder on ourselves than we are on others. And so in this month, cultivate forgiveness. It's not easy. It's a lot of work sometimes. But learn what you can do. Figure out what you can do to forgive yourself, others. I don't know. Maybe it's God. I mean, I've been there. Sometimes we blame God. Work on forgiving. That really helps us get our energy into alignment, into balance. It heals us. It heals us. Anything that heals on the energetic level heals on the physical level, and vice versa. If it heals on the physical level, it also heals on the energetic level. Really focus on that this month to attain beautiful integration. The prayer on this card says, Dear God and Archangel Raphael, I am willing to forgive myself and others in exchange for what I really want, peace and health. I don't think I can come up with a prayer. My guides are not giving me another prayer any better than that one for this month. So, dear God and Archangel Raphael, I am willing to forgive myself and others in exchange for what I really want, peace and health. Thank you, and thank you.